Yeah, bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby, let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make your girl OD. I get in my way, never out of my lane. Feel like you the one and I'm on one. So what it's gonna be? Baby, squad up, we finna go deep. Is you riding on a team? Got what you need, baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down, when I hit the town, you should ride on me. Keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me. Just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck. I know it's all love. Everything good. Keep the vibes on crush. I know it's all good. Know it's all love. Know it's all love. I've been feeling like the motherfucking man lately. Can't nobody do it like I can daily. Baddest in the land. Body turn your nigga to a fanny up, failure. I made it where I'm at on my own. Had a couple blocks in the road, but I get to the bag on the low. I be counting stacks while they grow, yeah, you know me. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down, when I come in town, you should slide on me. Keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me. Just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck. I know it's all love. Everything good. Keep the vibes on crush. I know it's all good. Know it's all love. Know it's all love.
NathanIvey.com. Mr. Ivy know the show must go on. As far as Cincinnati, man, I put on. Tunes made another flame beat for me to cook on. Raised dogs, close this, yeah, too strong. Team AI, chop it up at the chop shop. Top notch with the king flow, the hot shot. Cop squats in, listen to the real. Jumping like hopscotch, nobody harder than, oh, no, think not. Not only citywide, but nationwide. Superlative, keep it locked like them Haitian guys. Put the truth in the airwaves, we talk about it. Brand new like the templates, let's be about it. Who got the info by the AM? John be the rapper, got them jamming when they play him. Staying in my lane, they ain't gotta okay him. Who the host with the scoop? Yeah, they gon' say him. Ivy, so superlative like a bag of drippos. Show you where the bricks at, Cincinnati red tag. One time where my people at. Team NI where my people at. It's the 513, yeah, you know the flow. What's the word, Nate? Let them know the show. One time where my people at. Team NI where my people at.
Well, let me just start things off by saying happy Monday to you. Hope you're doing well. Hope the weekend treated you well. Hope you got your goals done, whatever your plans were. If you're a creative or early riser or early riser or hustler, you know, there is no weekend. You take the weekday into the weekend and the weekend to the weekday as much as you can. Good morning, my friends. Like, how many people have been up early? Who's been up since 6 a.m. this morning? Who's been up since 5 a.m. this morning? Now, sleep is important, obviously, but you only get so much time in a day. And I don't know about you, but like once 7 a.m. hits, it's like a marathon until my children go to bed. So I only have so much time. You got to get up early. Early risers rule the world. Early risers rule the world. Good morning. We got a lot to talk about. Now you can see today's cover story. I got a little video I want to show you. This has been circling on TikTok for the last few weeks. It's been on my list of things to talk about. I chose today. Was she justified or not? Black woman calls out her cheating husband and his new boo on social media. Allegedly, that's a picture of her husband and his new boo, something new. And as you can see, the sister right there, I don't know, just by looks, I'm taking the sister. That's just me. And people have been commenting about how she dealt with this. Now, I played this video for you, I don't know, a few weeks back, but we didn't have a big discussion about it. And I don't know if we're going to have a big discussion about it now. I don't know, but I want to get your thoughts about it. Do you think that she was justified or just vindictive? Yeah, apparently dude is real foul, if you believe it. We got to talk about that. We got to talk about police cruisers in Cincinnati not stopping for pedestrians who are walking across the walkway. Have you seen this from Price Hill, the video? Oh, you got to see this, family. Black lives matter. It's the small things that matter. And when you the police, you got a responsibility to respect the rules like every gosh darn every person in Cincinnati. I'm friendly with Clayton Adams. I may reach out to him, but he is the man who actually had dash cam video of what went down. Hey, good morning to you. He had the dash cam video. And how many people have a dash cam video? If you don't have a dash cam video, man, shit, I don't have a dash cam video right now. The more I think about it, I need to get one. Those dash cam videos, it can save you a lot of heartache, especially you get into an accident. They got these videos. If you do Uber or Lyft or anything like that, you got to have a two-way dash cam video. You can get one for like $100. There's a camera that looks inside of the car and then outside, through the windshield. How does it help you? Well, let's say you got some people that's riding with you and they on some dumb ish. And you get into a dispute. And it's your word against their word. By my understanding, those rideshare companies, they automatically take the word of whatever complaint is, and you got to sort it out. You that could be your livelihood. You cut off for money until they do their investigation. Now, how the hell are they going to do an investigation? They weren't there. There's no evidence. It's going to be he say, she say, and whatever your record is. So if you got a record of a lot of complaints, they'll probably believe the latest complaint. And if you don't have a record of a lot of complaints, they'll probably believe the newest complaint anyway. But if you got video, there it is. Same thing with accidents. Somebody hits you, y'all get out, there becomes a little bit of a disagreement, maybe even argument. You ain't got no video, get yourself a dash cam video. I want to play this for you. I'll play it for you in just a second, but apparently you've got these pedestrian walkways in Cincinnati. Not apparently, I know we all know that. And when people are walking through that walkway, everyone's supposed to stop, including the police. They didn't do that. It appeared to be two black people, maybe teenagers. I seen backpacks. They walked across the street. Cruiser just walks right over, just drives straight through the pedestrian walkway. People are making a big deal out of it. Is it important? Hell yeah. Gosh darn, it's important. You're talking about lives here. But maybe it was in a part of town where we think less about the lives of those people in those neighborhoods. I bet them motherfucking police wouldn't do that shit in Hyde Park. They ain't gonna do that shit in Hyde Park. They ain't gonna go. No, they won't. They will stop because lives matter. That's one way of looking. If I want to be real cynical and add a racial element to it, I could take it that way. I don't know if it's true. Now we got to talk about that. Herschel Walker. This man can barely put a sentence together. And in an early poll, he's running for governor. It'd be one of the worst gosh darn things to ever happen in all of mankind. If Herschel Walker beats Raphael Warnock and becomes a senator, man, his goofy ass would like Wonder Twins activate with the mush mouth we already got. I mean, I just see striking similarities in the type of black men that the Republican Party seems to get behind for U.S. Senator. We just talked about one black Republican that wouldn't vote for history. And now Herschel Walker, preliminary results, early poll numbers suggest that he's actually leading Raphael Warnock. And Herschel Walker can barely talk. Have you ever heard this man talk? He sounds like a complete buffoon. The man can barely fucking talk. How in the hell is he leading Raphael Warnock? Well, I don't know enough about, the Georgia politics. I know we got some folks from down in Atlanta to listen. Maybe you can tell me that, but that would be disastrous. I mean, the last thing we need is another gosh darn black Republican Gilligan. It's the last thing we need, but we might just get it. You might just get it. Get ready for that. Good morning to you. I want to say thank you to Linda Rice. He winning. Yeah, unfortunately. Herschel Walker, Trump approved. You go find some of his speeches and some of his public appearances and tell me what you think. The man can barely talk, and it's all kind of question marks about whether he threatened violence against his ex-wife. She had a restraining order against him. Apparently, she alleges that he threatened to kill her, including he pulled out a weapon on her. So that's one thing. And then the other thing is that there's a lot of discrepancy in his educational background. Apparently, he says he graduated valedictorian, but then when people try to go research it, they can't find no evidence of it. So he just making shit up. And he's got that Trump brand of approval. Yeah, Trump still got power. He still got power. So I don't know. We could get the ambiguously, dumb as hell duo. We could get that. 2 black Republicans, 2 black men in the Senate, both of them Republicans, both of them Gilligans. That could happen. I don't know. Not in Georgia. We'll have to wait and see. Good morning to you. But I want to get back to this cover story real quick. Was she justified or not? I want to play this video for you. Okay. And it's going to be the screen is not going to be super big, so you still should be able to see it. I want you to check this out, all right? And then we'll talk about it.
Oh, congratulations. But if you guys could refrain from using our family bill money, that would be splendid. But apparently there's a new trend of, I can take your man. And all I got to say is, congratulations, Jessie Bailey. This beautiful nurse, St. Francis Hospital, Tulsa, Oklahoma, decided she wanted to play. And what did she win? Boom! Christian preacher, ordained minister. Oh, what? That's my husband and his girlfriend. She decided to switch up that profile picture to let everybody know that she's in a serious relationship with a married man. But don't worry, they were not serious until he left his family a year after his daughter died. He moved out, they were serious enough to go on a family vacation within 2 weeks, and he used our family funds to do that. I saw the bill, so congratulations, but if you guys could refrain from using our family bill money, that would be splendid. But apparently,
okay, so there it is. That's the video right there. I can send you a link if you like to check it out for yourself. And I'm pulling that from like a YouTube short or something like that. You saw it for yourself. She is not happy. And it sounds like there was some real traumatic events. She said something about a daughter passing away. Man, you lose your child, all bets are off. Is there anything more traumatizing than losing your baby, losing your child? I can't think of it. My children are everything to me, absolutely everything. I can't imagine it. And that could change the nature of a marriage. It definitely could. If it's a good marriage, it might pull you together. If it's not so good, maybe you're on not so good foundation, it can completely destroy you. It could do all of that. And she took to social media to vent out her frustrations. I'd like to know, was she wrong? Was she justified? She was married to him. Part of me feels like I feel 2 ways about it. Part of me feels like just move on with your life and the world will take care of itself. The other part about it is we spend so much time on social media. All of us do. that social media is just an extension of our lives in a lot of ways. So when something happened, it seems very, very normal to go on social media. Like people put everything on social media, everything that goes good and some things that go bad, every experience, what they're eating, what they're feeling, what their children are doing. Oh, I got a new car. I got some new shoes. I'm drinking a new drink. I'm eating at a new restaurant. Me and my girls are out. Me and my boys are out. I just crossed. I just graduated. I didn't graduate. Start a new business. It's everything. So why not put what happens to you emotionally? I thought it was kind of like, I don't know, funny on some levels, the way she handled it. She was kind of showing like, look, I'm pissed about this, but I ain't that pissed about it. And y'all go live y'all best life, but I'm going to air you out and let you know how wrong you were. I don't know. You tell me. You have me. Linda writes, we have elected Democrats who don't have a degree in anything. Yeah, so my issue, Linda, with Herschel Walker is not whether he has degrees or not. Some of the dumbest people I've ever met have degrees, and some of the smartest people I've ever met don't have degrees. So that it ain't that. It's the controversy, Linda, is he lied about it. He's lying about his credentials before he gets the job. Now you tell me, Linda. You tell me. Let's say hypothetically, you are either an entrepreneur or you work somewhere and you are looking to hire staff, and you find out that one of the applicants lied about the stuff on their resume. Are you going to hire them? Probably not, because they's a lying ass motherfucker. And if they're lying now, then they're just going to lie and try to confuse you and whatever else and be deceptive if they get the job. So that's what the issue is. It ain't about whether they're Democrats with degrees or not. That's not my issue. My issue is you lied about it. If you only have a high school diploma, you never fucking say that. I only got a high school diploma. If you went to college and you didn't graduate summa cum laude, then don't act like you did. That's what the problem with Herschel Walker is. But good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're doing well. D writes greetings. Good morning to you. I want to thank all the folks, man. The choppers really came out over the weekend. As I said, we had a video project. We were shooting, we'll just call it a pilot. And to this point, everything went well. I haven't got a chance to look over the footage. Those individuals know who they are. I won't put you out there. I mean, you can, but I really appreciate you for coming through. And we were very pleased. I haven't seen the footage. I'll see it maybe today or tomorrow. I'll start looking at it and break all that stuff down. But so far, so good. I'll put it that way. So thank you so much. I know some people really traveled to come and be a part of it. I really, really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Tabitha writes, good morning. Let's chop it up. What's up, Tabitha? Daryl writes, good morning, Nathan the Choppers. Tracy writes, hi. Tabitha writes, good morning. Let's chop it up. Good to see you, Tabitha. Anthony writes, morning, chop shop. Daryl writes, good morning. Nat writes, good Monday, Nathan the Choppers. Jared writes, good morning, hashtag team and I. Sakina's in the house. She writes, good morning, Nathan and the Choppers. Good morning. Gail writes, good morning. Still in shock over the death of Dwayne Haskins. Yeah, Dwayne Haskins, 24 years old. I believe he played at Old State. He was a quarterback from Old State, Ohio State. Apparently, is the story, I don't know the details, but apparently he got hit by a car. He was down in Florida. He had hooked up with Mitch Trubisky, who's a new quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Dwayne Haskins currently played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Under contract with them, and the team gets together in the off season so they can bond and build up and build. We want to be the 300 out here, and I don't know the details, but apparently it was kind of accident. He got hit by a car and is dead. I'm like, wow, that must have been a hell of an accident. So RIP to Dwayne Haskins and condolences to him and his family. Most deaf. Patricia writes, good morning. Dale writes, we back on this story? Yeah, for a minute. Brenda writes, hi. Crystal writes, morning, fam. Crystal Wheelwright writes, good morning, everyone. Amika writes, grand risings, choppers, time to secure the bag. Crystal Wheelwright writes, I've been up since 5:15 a.m. Mike writes, 4 a.m. every day. Absolutely, man. Early risers rule the world. You got to get up early. The competition is sleep. They think they winning. Get up early. Get your day started. Get that exercise in or whatever your routine is. Hey, what up, Nat? What? We got the greatness in the house. Napoleon, what's up, brother? Ron writes, word. What up, Ron? I've been up since 4:45. Meditation, then cardio. I love that. Damn. We should need to teach meditation in our public high schools. We should teach meditation. And that, man, that would be so powerful. It'd be so powerful. That would change the game. Regina writes, morning, all. Shaba Zulu writes, good morning. Always up at 6 a.m. Hoping police ain't at my door in my iced tea voice. Gladys writes, good morning. Nate the Choppers, enjoy your Monday. Darlene is in the house. She writes, Nate, I get up Monday through Friday at 4 a.m. I am truly an early bird. Are you? That's a recipe for greatness right there. Getting up early. I love to get up early and it's still dark outside. The workers asleep, and I'm up plotting. I'm up doing my thing. Or you exercising. It's nothing better than getting that exercise in nice and early. You can feel the pump all through your day. Oh my God, it's nothing better. I wish I could get some ball in. I'm at a point now where I think I can play ball. I got a good hour in me, maybe once a week at this point, as I'm still developing my own body. Jerica writes, hola, beautiful black people and the others too. Man, I met some people over the weekend that I've been talking to for years and never met before. I met some choppers over the weekend I've never met before. It was beautiful. And it's like, wow, it's like you talk with and converse with people during using the internet for years and years and years. And then you finally meet them and it's like you feel like you know them, right? Because you've been talking about all these topics and hearing opinions and just seeing what people post. I mean, internet's a beautiful thing. TNT writes, Becky with the good hair. That's right. Let's talk about Becky with the good hair. Was she justified or just vindictive? I would say that she is justified. I would say justified. Now, if you can make an argument that she's just vindictive, I can hear that. But I see things justified. She in her feelings, and she decided to voice her displeasure in a different way. She aired them out, put her name out there, where she work at. Now, this black man is not here to defend himself. He didn't post a video. He's moved on with his new boo. As I said before, you find love where you find love. We don't know what the backstory is, but on the surface, if what she is saying is true, is looking bad for this brother. It's a bad look for the brothers. How you gonna leave your black wife and then boo up with a white woman? Who you think you is? What you think this is? I'll play it for you one more time. I'm sure many people have seen it already, but I'll play it for you one more time. Check this out.
I can take your man, and all I gotta say is, congratulations, Jessie Bailey. This beautiful nurse, St. Francis Hospital, Tulsa, Oklahoma, decided she wanted to play. And what did she win? Boom! Christian preacher, ordained minister. Oh, what? That's my husband and his girlfriend. She decided to switch up that profile picture to let everybody know that she's in a serious relationship with a married man. But don't worry, they were not serious until he left his family a year after his daughter died. He moved out, they were serious enough to go on a family vacation within 2 weeks, and he used our family funds to do that. I saw the bill, so congratulations, but if you guys could refrain from using our family bill money, that would be splendid. But apparently there's a new trend of
Sorry about that. Yeah, you do have a little experience with that. You do have experience with that, Braxton. And as I just said, and you all missed it, but I don't really have a problem with it. I don't really have a problem with what she said. I mean, she's speaking her truth. That's you married, you and your feelings. I thought she handled it in kind of like, a cool way for social media. She kind of flipped it like, hey, she turned into a game show. They found one another. Now she moving on. That's a one-way ticket. It's a one-way ticket. And again, I wish we could have the other side of it, but we don't. Graston writes also, Herschel Walker running for Senate. He's beating Warnock. It's early, but that would be terrible. I would take Raphael Warnock any day in any universe, the multiverse, over Herschel Walker, as I understand, what I understand at this point about both men and their politics. Herschel Walker is another one of these black Republicans who probably don't like black people. He got crazy problems, all kind of issues. He got Trump's endorsement. That could say enough right there. Anybody that Trump's endorses, I'm like, I ain't feeling him. And when you listen to the man talk, he sounds like a fucking fool. Excuse my language. He sounds like a complete idiot. Like, where do they get these black men? But he's got name recognition. He's got a big name. And he's black. So the Republicans are going to run him out against Raphael Warnock, and we'll see what's going to happen. If you're Raphael Warnock or the Democrats, get your game together. Simple as that. Sister Iris writes, it's been 20 years since the signing of the collaborative agreement. Today? That's huge. Good morning to you. May writes name recognition, right. Reggie writes CTE and is bipolar crook. You talking about him. Tanika writes, Herschel Walker's son is an arrogant mother. Shaking my head. Really? I don't even know who his son is. What's his son do? Graston writes, Warnock got baby mama drama too. Really? I haven't heard it. I have not heard it. Ron writes, I see you, Herschel Walker, yesterday, and you put together sentences just fine. Did he? Okay. They must be working with him. Reggie writes, if you are black and can barely breathe, the GOP will give you a spot. Easy peasy. I think I read that. She's right about that. Hey, Linda, I thought you were running for council. I thought the Republicans were endorsing you for council. What happened with that? I'd love to catch up with you one day. I think Linda is a black female Republican again. And I don't say it in any way disparage her because there's nothing disparaging about it. But I just seem to remember that your name came up. If I'm wrong about that, set me straight. Back when, this is before, back when we were talking about endorsements for city council. And I believe your name came up as a list of potential people that they might endorse. But I don't know what happened there. Ron Omega writes, only reason Trump has power is because the Biden administration gave it to him. Huh? How'd they do that? What you talking about, Ron? What you talking about? Sheila writes, I didn't know this was a real video. Yeah. That's what people do these days. And I ain't mad at her. I mean, she got children with this man. It was her relationship. You got every right to speak your truth. And I think she did it in a way. She was definitely throwing darts at him, no doubt about it. She was definitely hating on him, but she got a reason. Daryl writes, man, this hits home too close. What's that? Hey, what's up, Timothy? What's up, Cass? Good to see you. Good to see you. Reggie writes, she is well within her rights to put past her own blast. Jericho writes, I believe she handled it tastefully. Who's to say she shouldn't have handled it differently? Well, some people believe you should never put any of your personal business on social media. But if you ask these people, you go back to their social media platforms, they put a lot of their personal stuff on social media. What I would say, if you're a big time pastor and you married to somebody and then you do something like that, then you got to suffer whatever the consequences are. And if one of those consequences is your ex-wife or soon to be ex-wife airs you out on social media, well then, buddy, buckle up and deal with it. I mean, I kind of feel that way. I thought it was funny. I thought she made it funny, and it's not really a funny situation at all. Let me see. Graston writes, that's your next city councilwoman, Nat. Oh, Linda. Okay, so I was right about Linda. That is Linda. Okay. Well, if that happens, Linda, you already know you got an open door here. We want to talk to you and get a sense of, who you are and what you're all about. For sure. Wish you the best. Jericho writes, can someone hand Nate the pot stirrer? I got two of them. One in each hand. Kelly writes, good morning on YouTube. Good morning to you. Timothy writes, you entered a contract and then violated it. Then you open anything she is within her rights. I mean, when I would say anything, I think there's a limit to that. But I think if you're someone like in her situation, I don't think there's anything wrong with what she did. I think it's all for the gram. It's all for TikTok. And I think that she did it in a way that was kind of funny. It's kind of sad too, because as much as she's smiling and everything, she hurt.
I can take your man.
Yeah, I can take your man. And I would say the same thing about a man as I would as a woman. You can't take a woman's man. You can't take another man's woman. That don't really happen. I mean, that's a very immature way of looking at it. If you married to a dude and he leave you for somebody else, she didn't take him. That was in his heart. She was just the one that came along. He was gonna leave no matter what. Same thing with a woman, in my opinion. Like, you dealing with a woman and she leave you for another dude. He didn't take her. She was never really with you, or she stopped being with you at some point and y'all was just going through the motions and you just didn't know it. But that's one way she's wrong. She didn't take your man, sis. Now, I know you and your feelings and all, sis, but she didn't take your man. He did what he wanted to do willingly. And she just happened to be there. That's how I look at it. But that's just me. Ain't no, I took your girl. You ain't take my girl. She was never my girl, if that's what happens. I took your man. You ain't take nobody's man. She was never her man. Right? He did what he wanted to do. Daryl writes, social media is not the place. She's opening her vulnerabilities to wolves, disguised as people sympathetic to her situation. Oh, it's a lot of that, Daryl. There's a lot of wolves out there who will disguise themselves as people that's sympathetic. That's one of the oldest games out there. People be telling me shit that I'm like, they just don't know. They just don't know. So-and-so said this about you. I'm like, okay. Don't fall for that. Roy writes, good morning, everyone. Ivory's in the house. What's up, Ivory? Ivory, I like that name. I feel as long as she has peace with how she handled it, then it was right. I didn't see any issues. It was tasteful. People, that's the second time somebody has said it was tasteful. By what we see other people doing, it was tasteful. Like, we didn't see people act a fool on social media in situations like this. Man, I saw a video of a black woman she set her ex-boyfriend's or husband's or fiance's car on fire because she caught him cheating. And she almost set herself on fire. I know you've seen it before as well, right? So by that standard, the way she handled it was pretty tame. It's pretty tame.
And all I gotta say is, congratulations, Jessie Bailey, this beautiful nurse.
Exactly. That's what you do. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what did Omarion teach us? You got to learn from all these situations. What did Omarion teach us? Omarion said what? That's what couples do. That's what lovers do. I don't think nothing about it. I wish them the best. I think they should change the narrative and all, but hey, that's the same thing she did. She like, congratulations. Do you? You see, Reggie writes, well, then the husband and the girlfriend had no issues using social media to air their personal life. So does the wife have the right? Yeah, absolutely. Linda writes, they lie all the time. Check out those EOs. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Anthony writes, Herschel Walker. Herschel has been lying about his degrees and his class placement. Yeah, he has been. Apparently. Kev on a sale. Good to see you, Kev. Airing out your business on social media is never appropriate. If this was your people first thing, you would say it's not the way you handle your business. I'm just saying. Kevin's right about that. He's right. If that's somebody close to you, more than likely, I would tell him don't do it. If it was somebody close to me, even if it was her and she had like a tasteful way of doing it or something like that, I would tell them don't do it, because the steak ain't worth the sizzle. It's just, you're not going to get what you think you're going to get out of it. But once it's done, it's done. Herschel Walker has CTE, just what we need. A black Republican, a black mush mouth Republican with CTE in the Senate. Hooray, hooray, just what we need. Gosh darn it, they read my mind. Those were exactly the qualities that I thought that we needed in the next U.S. Senator from Georgia. Way to go, GOP. Way to go. Way to go. What's up, Shelly? How many people got a chance to go to the concert on Friday? I met with the winner, Larry, and I didn't check back in with him, but I hope he had a good time. You know, like I said, I'm a man of my word. I did what I had to do to make sure he got it. I want to make it as easy as possible. Larry, if you're listening, man, thank you so much for checking out the show. And it was good meeting you. And hope you had a good time. Hope you had a good time. So I didn't end up going. You know, I gave the tickets to I gave all the tickets out. So I didn't go at all. But I saw some of the images on Facebook. And I checked in with OJ afterward. He was like, yeah, man, I learned from it. I love to get with him. OJ, if you listen, I love to get with you just to get, because again, I want to learn from entrepreneurs. I want to learn from you. I want to promote you, and I want to learn from you, right? What's the purpose of having, you know, a podcast and media if we don't learn shit? So I want to learn. I'll probably reach back out to OJ and maybe see if he'll come back on and kind of talk about the experience. There might be some budding concert promoters out there. Who knows? That could be your next thing. I don't know. I'm just saying. I want to learn. Kutha writes, good morning, choppers. He got hit by a dump truck. Oh, my God. That is terrible. I seen a video over the weekend. Just wasn't good. It was a couple that was on a motorcycle, and they hit a parked car. And what happened afterward was just not good. Wasn't good at all. These videos come up, and before you know it, you damn watch the damn thing. You're like, why did I watch that, right? He got hit by a dump truck. Okay, people will know more about the story than I do. A damn dump truck. Oh, my gosh. He was crossing the highway and foot got hit by a dump truck. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Not good. I know that wasn't a good thing to see at all. Hey, what's up, Nakia? Good morning to you. Hello, Lisa. Thank you so much. Good morning, Marisha. These damn Aries, Tracy and Marisha. I live with an Aries black woman. Oh, my God. Now, when it's good, it's real good. And when it's bad, oh, boy. Oh, boy. Lynn writes, good morning, great people. Good to see you, Lynn. Yeah. Kevin writes, beat out Burrows for the QB, got hit by a dump truck. Yeah, not good. What up, Sean? Good to see you, man. Reggie writes, something fishy about Haskins' story. Hit by a dump truck at 6:30 crossing a highway. Is that right, Reggie? It ain't sounding right to you? I obviously I haven't looked deep enough into the story. I was out and it came across, somebody brought it to my attention. It came across the TV. I'm like, word? That's crazy. Man. Teach these kids how to read and write. Then we can do meditation as elective. They're 2 years behind due to COVID. Tracy writes, how was prom, Nathan? Prom for my daughter, she said it was cool. We had some anxiety because, you know, her date drove her around a little bit. And we were like, damn, we don't let nobody drive our kids around. We got a small circle of people that can be around our kids, number one. And then it's even smaller circle of people that can have that we trust enough to let you drive our kids from A to B. We don't do no shit like that. That's precious cargo right there. So we had a little bit of anxiety about that. But you know, I don't know. If you would ask me how I would have felt about this 5-6 years ago, I probably would have told you I'd be all on my nerves. But Medium Buddha is a great daughter. She's of me. She's always been exceptional when she was a child. I mean, out of the womb, she was just different. She just cut differently. And so I have I got a lot of respect for her, and I have a lot of confidence in her. Yeah, I trust her. I trust her with my life. And so I already know what she gonna do in most cases. I already set the foundation. I set the foundation by being in the house with her mama, the way I treat her mama, the way I conduct myself as a man, and the way that I'm her daddy. So I already know what she gonna do. So I was cool. I didn't think any shit of it, be honest with you. Damn, I mean, I didn't forget she was at prom, but I wasn't thinking about it at all. The wifey couldn't sleep. My baby's not home. Go get my baby. It's just, she literally couldn't sleep on Saturday, trying to fight her sleep. I'm like, go on sleep, babe. I got this. She cool. And I'm trying to stay awake because I'm falling asleep. Just on, it's late type shit. I wasn't thinking nothing about it. But I picked her up from the prom spot, which is Paul Brown Stadium. She wasn't too talkative when she came back home. She was tired. I tell you one thing, she listened to her father. Her father told her, listen, you look cute in all them cute little shoes, but take some gym shoes with you so you can dance. And guess what she did? That's right. Yeah, buddy, ain't nothing worse than being at prom. Your feet hurt. You can't really dance. You want to sit down because your dogs is barking. But other than that, she said she had a good time. She had a good time, so I'm happy for her. And again, she's only in the 11th grade. Oh, okay, I see OJ's here. She's only in the 11th grade, so next year she'll probably stay all night. I don't know. I don't really care. You want to stay out all night at that point when she'll be 17, 18? Go ahead, sis. Again, I already know what she's going to do. She's going to do everything I did and everything her mother did. I don't care. I ain't in her sexuality like that. I don't give a damn. What I care about is, are you making smart moves? That's what I care about. She gonna do what people do. Great. None of my business. You make sure you strive for Black excellence. Other than that, I don't care. Ain't nothing different than me. You know what I'm saying? But you got goals. As long as you hit that's what my role is. Make sure you hit the goals. As long as you do that, I don't give a damn. And she can live with me forever. She can live with me forever. I always got a place for my children at home with me. I love it. OJ's in the house. There it is, brother. Again, man, I just want to say, I just think very highly of like people that do shit. A lot of people talk about shit, but I respect people that do shit. And I respect people that like step outside their comfort zone. And I just try to learn from, man. So, I sent you that message. I meant it from the heart. I hope it went well, and hopefully it'll blow up to turn into whatever you wanted to turn it into, brother. So, yeah, but I heard great things. From the people I get the tickets to, they said great things. They had a ball. They said they enjoyed it. They said all the acts were good. There was a saxophonist there. I can't remember the brother's name. He was good. So again, OJ, if you get some time maybe this week, man, I'd love to just get your thoughts, whatever you might want to share, just so we can kind of learn from your entrepreneurial journey. Sean Rice, Justified. Yeah. Reggie Rice, she should have used the money first. Yeah, I had to mute myself. If I don't mute myself at least one time a show, it won't be a good show. Crystal writes, yeah, that might push me over the edge, spending some of my hard-earned money on a vacation for another female. No, after that, I would empty the bank account and keep it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the details. I don't know, it's their money, regardless of who earned it. You in a marriage is their money. I get that. I don't know. I think about what I would do, and it's hard for me to put myself in that position. You know what I'm saying? If I'm leaving a wifey for another woman, she got my children. So I got to make sure my children are together. And for me, no matter what the circumstance is, let's say me and the wifey broke up. No matter what the circumstance is, I got to support that woman. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. Not with her. We've been through too much. We've been too tightly together. So, that was me, and I decided I found somebody else, and I'm leaving. But I think that even in that, you got to make sure that the home and everybody else is taken care of. That's just me. All right? That's just me. But I'm saying that now. Now, if you and your feelings about some shit, then that might change the way you look at it. But as I sit here right now, I think even in a divorce, let's say you leaving your spouse, I think there's a modicum of amount of responsibility that you still have until y'all completely, separate and start doing your own thing, especially when there's children involved. But that's just me. Chris writes, good morning. Tabitha writes, she made them look stupid. She did. I think There's a lesson here. Check it out.
St. Francis Hospital, Tulsa, Oklahoma, decided she wanted to play. And what did she win? Boom! Christian preacher, ordained minister. Oh, what?
She ain't had to do that. Oh, what? She ain't had to do all that. She ain't had to do all that. And what did she win? Christian preacher, ordained minister. Whoa. Oh my God, it's hilarious. Oh man, Tracy writes, what was her point of putting her employer out there? You know what her point was. She's trying to hit her at the job site. Come on, Tracy. You know what she's trying to do? She's trying to hit her at the job. She wants the people on her job to know that she mess around with Mary, that she's a home wrecker. For whatever that's worth. Now, if I'm on her job, I don't care. I don't care. I mean, I'm not saying that we won't be talking about it around the water cooler when she walk away and shit like that, but I don't care. All I care about is the check. But that's why she did it, Tracy. Why she put her employer out there. You know why? Because she want to be messy. She want to hate. And she hoping it might be some ramification. Like it might be some good Christian folks that just won't stand for that. You did what? And maybe she lose her job or she has to deal with some type of, some type of issues on the job because of what happened. That's why she did it. You know why. Sister Iris writes today. Is that right? We got to catch up then. We got to catch up. We got to catch up in a way that is really worthy of that. Because 20 years ago, again, the work y'all did, the work y'all continue to do, I mean, I have nothing respect for it. You got to respect the people that's actually out here doing some shit. I hear so many people talk, and that's great. Talk has a role, okay? It has a role, but you got to respect the people that roll up their sleeves and put their ass on the line and get ish done. You have to show respect to that. Gots to. Jerome writes, good morning, Nathan Choppers. Good morning to you, Jerome. I want to see the highway footage of the football player walking the highway. It seems fishy. Tabitha saying it seems fishy too. Really? Huh. You say it just is not adding up. Yeah, the brother was beast mode. He was beast mode at Ohio State. Dwayne Haskins, beast mode at Ohio State. Police released details of Haskins' death. That's not a good thing right there. Very, very sad. I've seen a whole bunch of video tributes and things like that, and a lot of other athletes have come out and said things about it. This is a very sad way to go out. I hope it was quick. Hope it was quick and painless. You know, I'm no longer afraid of death. There was a time in my life when I was afraid of death. I'm no longer afraid of death anymore. What bothers me, what keeps me up at night in that way is, what am I leaving for my family? What about the wifey? What about Junior? What about Medium Buddha? What about my extended family and friends? That's what I think about. As long as it's, and even if it's not, maybe it's a painful transition. It is what it is. Death is an eventuality. Everybody who's listening right now, including myself, are going to die. You only have so much time. So get fucking busy. You don't have a lot of time. What you waiting on? You don't have a lot of time. Get fucking busy. Get busy right now. Like, you are going to age. To my listeners in their 20s and 30s, I remember being in my 20s, 40, 50. I never thought I was going to live that long. I thought I'd get caught up in a game somewhere, be honest with you. So I'm quite surprised, but you're going to age if you live long enough, and you're going to die. So what are you going to do between the day you're born and the day you die? That's what really matters. So when I hear about anybody's death, it just makes me more motivated. Like, damn, we don't have a lot of time here. We don't. TNT writes, be careful the way you get your man. It will be the same way you lose him. Same thing with a woman. Warnock does not have baby mama drama. Is that right, Daryl? Marcia writes, good morning, Nathan Choppers. Is it Marcia Please help me. I don't want to mangle your name. Is it Marsha? Is that what I'm saying? Could you type it for me phonetically, please, so I can make sure I say it right? Greg writes, thinking of local politics, I saw a TV ad. John Cranley, the former Cincinnati mayor, is running for governor of Ohio. Yes, and I've already begun my preparation for my interview with John Cranley, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be the interview of all interviews. It'll never be the same. And I like John Cranley, and every time I see him over the years, he was always friendly, always had good words to say about the show and things like that. But gosh darn it, somebody's got to keep it real. And it's going to fall on the choppers once again, like it always does. That's our role. Currently going to be your Democrat nominee for Ohio governor, endorsed by Plain Dealer over the weekend. Like I said, and I will say this to John Cranley. I will say it to his face because I mean it. We got a hell of a choice. We got a choice between a spineless intern, current governor, and a penisless former mayor from Cincinnati who's running for governor. That's what I see. Yeah, it's a hell of a. Now you got Nan Whaley as well, and you got I think he's got there's some a primary challenge for DeWine, and he's not even showing up to debates because he don't have to. That's the tactic. If you're Republican governor and you're getting primaried by a Republican challenger, you don't show up at the debates. You don't give them any oxygen whatsoever. You don't give them a chance to really, have a moment with you. So we'll see. We got a hell of a choice. We have a hell of a choice. And even having saying all of this, if I had to choose between Cranley and DeWine, I think I would choose Cranley, if I had to be honest with you. But I'm not happy with what Cranley. I just got a lot of questions for Cranley, and he might be able to successfully or answer them successfully, or we might be satisfied with his answers. But as I sit here right now, I got a lot of questions for John Cranley. We shall see. Cass writes, I have always said that pastors, much like politicians, should be held to a higher standard because of the position they hold. She wasn't wrong. I agree. Tracy writes, if someone goes up to that white woman's job and kills her, the ex-wife is responsible. I don't think that's true, Tracy. If somebody does that, number one, this situation don't call for no body bag. This ain't no body bag situation. It don't call for that. I can't see somebody doing that. But if they do, that'll be somebody that's probably got mental issues and it's their fault. I would not blame the wife. I would blame if the girlfriend has any consequences, it's the girlfriend's fault. Because it's not what you do, but how you do it. And if dude is going to leave his wife and he coming back to you talking about how it's this and it's that and it's so horrible and she was this, that, and the other, okay, but that don't mean that you got to couple up with him right then. So everybody's grown. If the girlfriend suffers any blowback or consequences, it's her fault for getting involved in a messy ass situation. That's her fault. And sure, maybe she didn't want to go that far, but when you get involved with married people's stuff, you'll check it. Here's one thing I'm telling you. Not to say that the people in this room would ever do this, but because the world is different now. People do all that wife sharing and all these different shit that's out here and swinging all that kind of shit. If you thinking about messing around with somebody married, don't do it unless you talk to both parties, because people will fucking lie. Who knows what lies this man told this woman? Who knows what lies he told her that she fell for? You know what I'm saying? You don't have no idea. He might have told her all kinds of stuff. So she's sitting back like, well, shit, I'm saving him. Because sis had a problem. That husband and wife and married shit is some of the most dangerous shit you could ever deal with. It really is. And, don't believe what no married person tell you. Don't believe that shit unless you talk with or got confirmation with their spouse. Because people will say anything to get what they want. People will do anything to get what they want. Let me see. Jenny writes, I'm sorry, not seeing the hurt. Good acting. She should be relieved. Yeah, on some levels, right. Hey, what's up, TC? What's up? Good morning to you. She writes, good morning, Choppers. Good to see you. Shauna writes, she handled it well. I thought she did too. Now, she's just doing that for the gram, for TikTok. Behind closed doors, she might be in her feelings, and that's okay. And it's okay to have some emotion. You know, your person you've been in a relationship with just left you. You feeling some kind of way. Y'all lost a daughter. You already feeling some kind of way. That's just traumatic. TC writes, she did a wedding to excel. She did. She did. Didi writes, I don't think one should, but obviously she is hurt. I can't judge anyone on how they deal with their pain. I hope she finds a way to work through it in a less public way. The other thing about it is that he's a pastor. So she wanted everybody to know that this man of God, this man of Christ, is not acting like, he's not acting Christ-like. Jesus would never do this. Jesus would never leave his wife, lie to his wife, shack up with another woman, go on vacation and spend the family money with another woman. Jesus would never do that. Or would he? I don't think so. I missed that part of the Bible. Now, then the Bible gets real interesting. Jesus Christ out in these streets. Ooh, we got a story now. Lord, forgive me for my brash delivery. I had to get that in. Had to get that in. Might get struck by lightning. The lady who fronted her husband, whom left her, did it with humor and was very slick doing the same. If this is part of her healing process, then we just have to respect it. Sir, what's wrong with the Aries black women? I love Aries black women, quite honestly. But y'all hard. Y'all is a handful. Y'all a handful. I've known several Aries black women over my lifetime. Y'all is a lot of fun, number one. But number two, a handful. Gosh darn handful. Don't ask me that question. Mika, if you're an Aries woman, you already know. Quit acting like you don't know. Y'all is a trip. All of you. Run away. Women are watching that boy fall off the roller coaster like they didn't know what the video was going to be. These people are macabre and morbid. Brian's in the house. He writes #GSW. Yeah. The Lakers got eliminated. And there's a moral in that story with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? There's a moral in that story. The Lakers had a good team, and then they tried to get better and fuck the team up. They had a decent team. They had a championship. They had a team that can compete in the playoffs, but they did too much. There's a lesson in that. It's like cards, just like poker. Sometimes you got to know when to fold. You got to know when to hold. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got the best hand you can possibly rock with. Just leave it that way and rock with that hand. The Lakers messed their own team up. They had all these good two-way players, KCP, Kyle Kuzma. Were they perfect players? No, but they played defense. They championship caliber. You gave that all up for a gosh darn Russell Westbrook, who thinks he's more than he really is. Now all these stories are coming about the Lakers, about how the Lakers didn't respect the coach and didn't listen to the coach and all this kind of stuff. They had Jason Kidd you let Jason Kidd go. Now Jason Kidd doing big things in Dallas. So the Lakers created their own problem. Smart dumb cat style. Smart dumb cat style. So OJ writes, great advice about the gym shoes. Oh, yeah, most deaf. The daughter, she was so grateful. This is Herschel Walker's son, Christian. Oh, my gosh. I saw this. That's Herschel Walker's son? Oh, my God. My boy ain't going to be like that, I hope. He's going to be a chip off the old block. Like I told you, whatever I don't do, he's going to pick up the spear and finish. Junior, good morning. Welcome to the show.
What's going on, Nate? Happy Monday, man. How you doing?
I'm doing well, sir. Happy Monday. How was the weekend?
Weekend was cool. I just relaxed, to tell you the truth, man.
Okay.
Did a little online cruising. That's about it, man. I really chilled out this
You get
weekend.
any Warzone in?
But you know what? I haven't, man. And what's crazy is that I just switched my membership over. I mean, it was like Netflix, man. I was just paying for shit and really wasn't thinking about it. So I was doing like $9.99 a month. So I went ahead and just paid for it the whole year. I did a little, I guess you could say, spring financial cleaning.
Okay.
I got rid of a bunch of stuff that I was just paying for that was just automatically coming out of account. $5.99 here, $9.99
That's
there.
how they
Shit
get us,
started adding
man.
up.
That's how they get us, man.
That's exactly how to get us. But I got to Miles play online all the time, so I got to keep it on for him, man. So, yeah, I need to get back on the Ellis. That's your profile name.
Yeah, THA Illis. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, mine is the Mason Mahler, but I got to get on there. So you got 2 wins off the bat, just coming in cold.
Coming in cold. I think got like 4, 5, man. I played a few times on the weekend with that Rebirth
You were
Resurgence.
playing single?
Solo, yeah, solo Rebirth Resurgence, man. That's my shit.
Okay, because I'm more of a multiplayer guy.
Oh yeah, that battle royale
like
is where
Warzone.
it's at. That's where everybody is.
Yeah, I know, man. I get out there by myself, man. I'm like, gator and shit. I'm looking all over everybody. I'm thinking I'm in Grand Theft Auto or something. I'm killing everybody that come in my way. So, but man, I know you don't want to make the show a sports talk show. But thank you for what you said about the Lakers, because of course, I've been all over Fox Sports Radio this weekend, man. They were talking about the Lakers, and they're trying to blame LeBron for everything. I'm like, where the hell is Ron Palinka in this? Where is he responsible? You know what I mean? And like you said, they got rid of the two-way players. Maybe not the stars, but the gritty guys that do the work that the stars don't do. And you mentioned KCP. Also, don't forget Caruso.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. That's
yeah, Alex Caruso.
Loss. Big time loss.
Yeah, he doing the same thing in Chicago that he did for the Lakers. Guys like that, because Carmelo's not going to play any defense. I mean, Russell at least tried, but man, what the hell happened to him? I've never seen a guy hit the side of a backboard on a 3-pointer this year more than Russell Wilson. Russell Westbrook.
From what I'm seeing, is arrogance and pressure. Arrogance and pressure.
But I thought he was supposed to be relaxed.
His head too big, and then going back home. He's an LA guy. Played at UCLA. Right. I think once his game wasn't going right, they started booing him and all the it just got in his head.
He at home too, because initially they were saying, hey, he coming back, to where he's from. He went to UCLA. Maybe he'll be relaxed. He was a triple-double machine all the previous years. And I'm like, this dude is. I've never seen a guy lose it as fast as Russell Westbrook. So. Let me also say this. You were talking about your boy Herschel Walker. He didn't show up for the Senate debate.
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Because they were going to ask him, like, well, how were you summa cum laude? And according to this, you didn't even graduate. I'm sitting there looking at this dude, and I think, I forget, it might have been Tracy said something about his son. Man, his son is either, how can I put this? He was a male cheerleader, and he sounded like one. That's about as mild as I'm gonna put it. Yeah, he looked like he might have some Smollett in him. Put it that way.
I think I understand.
And he sounded like a 90210 kid. So he had a meme out where he's like complaining about the gas prices, and he's filling up a Range Rover. You know what I mean? Like, really? Like, people driving Hondas and, old Cutlass Supremes are the ones that need to complain about gas prices, not you and your Land Rover or Range Rover, whatever the hell it was. But, yeah, man, I just want, like I said, I heard the little LA talk, and I know Brian out there with GSW, man. GSW, y'all going to have some problems this year. Y'all not going to make it to the finals. Phoenix going to be – I like Phoenix, man. I like their coach, Monty Williams. Chris Paul, Devin Booker. I just like their team, man, the composition of their team.
Yeah,
and they
Phoenix
built that up.
Memphis, Western Conference Finals, Phoenix and Memphis.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You like Memphis that good? That well?
Yeah, man. I mean, look at all the games they won without Ja Morant. Absolutely. And then Ja is just unique talent.
He's a beast. Yeah, but
Skip
Bayless already – Colin Cowherd is trying to make Ja Morant out to be Russell Westbrook. So he's already, he's too flashy. Ja Moran is like a running quarterback. I'm like, dude. So now that's what we doing now. So they already trying to slander this young brother. But I agree with you, he's a beast. But I'm looking more like I'm telling you, this might sound crazy, but I think the Clippers might make a little run here.
Clippers,
believe it or not,
they might.
They're not going to beat Phoenix, but I think they might make a little run. But I tell you what, I mean, you got Cleveland and the Nets in the playoff game, and then if the Nets win, they're going to play Boston. That's going to be a hell of a series, not just the first round. So, and don't let people sleep on the Bucks, man. They still the champions.
The Bucks
they quietly just been.
The Bucks are my favorite.
They quietly did it. It might be a rematch. That's what I'm looking at, Nate.
Yeah,
rematch of last year, Phoenix and the Bucks all over again.
Giannis is unstoppable. You can't stop him.
I want to see that if I want to see a Nets Bucks Eastern Conference final.
I want to
see what KD can do. Cause
I want to see Bucks in either Heat or Bucks in Boston.
And people forget about the Heat. They actually number one in the East. People rarely talk about them.
Yeah, they got what it takes. I could see them making it to the finals, Eastern Conference Finals.
When you was at Friars, were you the Bam Adebayo of the Friars Club?
I don't know. I don't know what my game would be. I'm not sure. I have my days. I have my days.
And I'm telling you, Nate, I heard you earlier, man. You talking about getting back out there on the court. Yeah. Man, I took my son to the park. This is about 2 years ago. Just tell you how long I just said, forget it. I'm just gonna stick to golf, hitting little white balls. But me and my son went to the park, man. Nate, after about 3 flow jumpers, couple of games of 21, I was feeling it at 54 years old. Well, back then, 53 years old. But I'm just saying, I was just sitting there like, damn, I still got the form and everything, but I'm not jumping. I got Kurt Rambis hops now. The retired Kurt Rambis.
Retired Kurt Rambis, right. NBA
back in the day, Kurt Rambis used to dunk on people.
Right.
Matter of fact, but I was telling my son, I was like the dunkingest white guy that I knew growing up was Bobby Jones, played with the Sixers. It was like he would dunk on anybody. That was like his claim to fame. Like, oh, Bobby Jones is a bad boy, but yeah, man, I just wanted to holler at you, Nate, man. You have a good Monday, man, and appreciate you taking my call, brother.
Yeah.
Slow Debo, I'm out.
Take it easy. Appreciate it. Good morning to you. 513-873-7134. This ain't a sports talk show, but we talk about culture. So from time to time, it may come up. You know what I'm saying? I follow LeBron, man. Look at what LeBron did at 37. And all this talk about what Jordan is, and I mean, that's just a lame conversation at this point. Different eras. Simple as that. But LeBron damn near the scoring champion at 30 in a league full of young bucks. If you look at the league now, it don't look like it used to be. Everybody good, everybody athletic, every team. Let's go back to the phones. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Nate. What's going on, brother? It's Reggie.
Hey, what up, Reggie?
Hey, a couple quick points, man. If you about Westbrook, he's actually pretty much the same numbers. He's always been like that. It's just now that he's with a elite team and elite players, you kind of see how he plays. But he's right on par with turnovers, assists, doubles, and all that stuff. But that winning series is a great show. If you haven't checked that out and you're in the choppers, it is awesome. Winning Time on HBO.
Okay. Magic Johnson trashed it.
Fantastic. The other thing is I'm a huge Steelers fan, and the reason why I say the situation with Haskins is just kind of fishy is that they very little information is given. They just said that the guy was crossing a 5-lane highway, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, it's at night, whatever, but it's 6:30 in the morning. 5 lanes, you're an elite athlete, and did the car break down? You know what I'm saying? Like, you get hit by a dump truck, not a regular car. Initially, I thought maybe he was, getting out of his car and then a car hit him on the, you see that a lot more where a car hits you, while you're on the side trying to fix your car, or, hits the police while they're, trying to get out. But he apparently is crossing this highway and he gets hit by a dump truck, not a regular car, but a dump truck. And then the other thing I wanted to get your thoughts on and the Chopper's thoughts on maybe later on the week, or if you get a chance, is that did you see the story about this sister who was the Grambling volleyball coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
HBU, Homegirl cut basically 15 to 20 players, all her volleyball players. She cut them. It got rid of them in college, and then she got rid of the incoming class that was coming in. And I thought, damn, not a few players, but you get rid of your whole squad. And I just thought it was kind of sad. Is that one, you're a sister, you get rid of every single one of your players, and you take the scholarships away from the incoming players for new players. And not much is said about it. And to me, that speaks volumes. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that, whether it be white or black, but somebody just get rid of their whole team. So I was just see if you could look into that and get your thoughts on that, my brother. And other than that, man, congratulations on your daughter, man, and raising your kids right. And I love your show, and you have a great day.
You too, Reggie. Thanks for the call. Yeah, most def. That's Reggie checking in. Yeah, I'm not hip to the story. I just typed it and looked at it. The whole team, huh? Damn, I don't know the backstory on it, but I'll look into it, see if there's anything there worthy of talking about. I don't know yet. I do not know. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Start your Monday off right with the Nathan Ivey Show. Please like it, in particular, share this so more people can see it. They'll know that we're here. One of a multitude of shows out there. But I'm based in Cincinnati. And as you can see, I'm a man of color. I am a black man. Proud of it. So you're going to get that kind of perspective on local issues and cultural issues and national issues. I call it superlative flows. Tracy writes, please don't tell Cranley that. Oh, I'm definitely going to tell Cranley that. Absolutely. I will say it to him face to face, because that's how I actually feel. And I'm not being like over the top. Like, I really feel that way. And I have my reasons why. And I'm going to tell him that, if we have that interview. And he needs to hear that. All this sugarcoating and trying to be friends. I don't care about being friends. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it for the people, for the audience. And that's how I genuinely feel. I don't think very highly about when he was in office. And I'm going to tell him that. And, a lot of these Cincinnati cats want to be friends. They care about you coming back on the show again. I don't care if you don't ever come on the show again. So what? But when you come on this show, you're going to come correctly. Period. And if not, I'm not going to spare you lightly. I'm going to say exactly how I feel. It don't matter who it is, because it's bigger than me. It's about the audience. It's not about me at all. So we try. I have some questions, some very sharp questions for him that I'm looking for answers, because I'm trying to figure out whether I want to vote for him or not. And you can't get that if you're going to pussyfoot around and, clown around. I'm not doing none of that. But we'll see. We'll see. First, I got to confirm him. No, I'm not saying he has a vag. I'm just saying I didn't see enough. I ain't see enough energy on the issues that really matter here. I don't know what his claim to fame is as the mayor. I don't know what it is. We'll find out, though. Reggie writes, we just talked to Reggie. He writes, pastors and church girls are just as shady as people that don't walk around preaching about their faith. I don't know, man. I spent years talking about the black pastors. I just feel like when you're in a leadership position, you have to act like a leader. And that means there's some things you got to do, and there's some things you can't do because you're the leader. It's simple as that. If you're the leader of a church, you can't act like you're not the leader of a church. You got a certain responsibility and a standard that you got to live up to. There's some shit you ain't supposed to do, is what I'm trying to say, period. That's just me. Everybody don't feel that way, though, obviously. If Cranley cancels the interview because you call him penisless, don't be surprised, LOL. He might. And some of y'all know him. You can run and tell him. I don't care. It makes no difference. You don't come on, you don't come on. I mean, you're not doing me a favor. I'm doing you. I'm not running for anything. These politicians that think they mean something when they don't come on the show, I could care less. I'm giving you an opportunity. You're not giving me an opportunity. I'm not running. So don't come on. That's what happens. But I know Cranley's your boy, man. I never forget, I saw Graxton. I got to put you out there with a Cranley t-shirt on at the NAACP forum over there at the Community Action Agency many years ago. This is back when Yvette Simpson was running. And this black man was running around here, dogging around, talking about this, that, and the other. I'm put you out there, Graxton. This man right here, dogging out the sister with a Cranley t-shirt on. getting all loud at NAACP forum. And then the brother told you to step out in the hallway, and y'all got y'all ass up and stepped out in the hallway with that nonsense. It was hilarious on some level. Sad too. Tracy Wright, you know I'm telling the truth. Although the situation is exaggerated, people are crazy. Darius Cooks is putting home addresses of people out there who speak ill of him. Ish is foul as hell. Is he? Wow. I wouldn't do that. Hey, what's up, Brittany Dean? Good to see you. Good to see you. She writes, good morning, Nathan Chopless. Jesus Christ is fake. He's not the Messiah. Okay. Well, how do you really feel, Maurice? Tell us how you really feel. He said, Jesus Christ is fake. He's not the Messiah. Okay. Cass writes, she didn't seem bitter about the divorce or him leaving. It seemed more so about him using her bill money, which falls on him, not the other woman. I hear you, Cass. She bitter. Because if you ain't bitter, then you don't deal with it this way. And again, I would be bitter. Anybody would be bitter in a situation like this. That would be a normal thing. But how she handled it could be a roadmap on how, if you're in that situation, how you should handle it.
My husband and his girlfriend, she decided to switch up that profile picture to let everybody know that she's in a serious relationship with a married man. But don't worry, they were not serious until he left his family a year after his daughter died. He moved out, they were serious enough to go on a family vacation within 2 weeks, and he used our family funds to do that. I saw the bill, so congratulations, but if you guys could refrain from using our family bill money, that would be splendid.
That would be splendid. Just don't use the family bill money. Well, here's a cover question for you again. And again, we're talking about multiple things, but was she justified or not? I say she was justified. I mean, it's her relationship. It's her social media account. If that's how she feels about it, it's not going to change anything. See, that's the thing about it is, like, what kind of response is she getting? She's probably getting a very favorable response from a lot of people, and that might make her feel good temporarily. But he's still gone. Some might say that the new girlfriend did her a favor. He took that trash off of her hands. If he did some shit like that, he was bound to do some more effed up ish along the way. That's one way of looking at it. I don't know. Somebody writes something positive about Aries women. Where is it at here? Let me see. Here it is. Micah writes, whatever, Nate. There's nothing better than an Aries woman. I mean, in some ways, you're absolutely right. Like I said, I'm married to an Aries woman. I'm talking about 25 years of experience. In some ways, you couldn't be more right. In other ways, boy. Just get ready. Not every man is up for the challenge of being with a black Aries woman, an Aries black woman. Not every man's ready for that. Make sure you get ready. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
What's up, Nate?
What up, Daryl?
What's going on, brother?
I'm doing well, man.
Oh, good. I'm glad to see that you made it through the weekend.
Oh, absolutely.
Peacefully, considering the situation. You asked the question, like, what's going on with the polling? It's polling. You know how polling is. I went back and I checked, and the average of polls really had Herschel Walker. He was really up higher earlier polls, and Warnock reduced that lead to where it is now. And it's within the margin of error. So you always got to factor that in. So I don't know who they're polling, if they're doing landlines, I don't know. So I wouldn't, we should know by now, don't read too much in the polls. And if it's within the margin of error, it could flip, this thing could flip either way. Because we have Stacey Abrams is down, I think, 49 to 44 to Kemp. And I think that's within the margin of error, plus a plus or minus 5%. And then for governor, it's really between Kemp and Perdue. That's, because Perdue is the Trump-backed candidate against Kemp because he's mad at Kemp for number one, appointing Kelly Loeffler instead of his hand-chosen one for that Senate seat to begin with, and then not overturning the election results. And that whole fiasco has got Trump hemmed up now with Fulton County. So, I mean, we got a primary coming up here shortly, and I just, and then they might have to have a runoff because in Georgia you got to have a 50%. You got to have 50, and if you don't get the 50, then there's a runoff automatically. So, I'll just put it like this: it's too early. Black operative wanted to bring up Warnock's mama drama that came out when he was running for senator. That's old news, bruh. That's old news. Everybody know about it. They tried to make it affect him when he ran for senator, and it didn't. So, the only thing I got to say is, pertaining to your state, did you see what Josh Mandel had to say about Martin Luther King?
No.
Or in the Edmund Pettus Bridge?
No, I didn't.
Bruh, look that up. Basically, what he did is he was, I guess he was down in Alabama, took this picture of, at the Edmund Pettus Bridge. He had it in his advertising. Then turned around and said something about the Second Amendment and Martin Luther King, would be in support of the Second Amendment, right? So he did this on Twitter. Bernice King responds to him, and he basically told her, "You need to read some history on your father." I'm like,
right. I'm reading it now.
I mean, yeah, huh?
I'm reading it now. Yeah, I see it.
Man, I'm like, if I don't get y'all, man, I don't know what would it take to get black people out in Ohio to vote. I mean, look, Mandel, who's that other character y'all got up there? J.D. Vance?
Yeah.
I mean, he just said the racist part. He just said it out loud. He's gone he's full open Klan. I mean, come on, people. I mean, yeah, we got to come out. I'm encouraging y'all to come out. It can be done. Now, who y'all choose, more than likely, the young lady you had on, I forgot her name. You came on to the show.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably not going to be there in the end. I'm just going to be honest with you. Not that, she couldn't do it, but I think, when you get in the Senate race, you're talking about having backing and money.
Talking about Morgan Harper?
I just think that's, yeah. But I think Tim Ryan he has that now. He's going to have to come and talk to the black community to refine his message a bit to be more appealing. But I mean, as a Democrat, say again.
I said he has been. I know he recently had a meeting with some folks here locally in the NAACP.
That's all I'm saying is he has to do more of that to get the number, because it's about turnout. It's all about turnout. I mean, it's there. I personally think, and this is just my insight into things, that everybody's saying, "Oh, it's a given. It's going to be a bloodbath, and the Republicans are going to win." I actually think that Republicans are overconfident and arrogant. And when you're overconfident and arrogant going into any situation, whether a football, basketball game, or any situation like that, you usually end up getting got. Mm-hmm. That's the way that plays out if the other side is really ready for you. But we'll see. But I wouldn't panic too much. We just have to get people out, all over, even here. Gary Chambers in Louisiana, Val Demings from Florida. I mean, because the other, I mean, just look at Russia. I mean, that's what we're facing if we let these mofos get over. And I know a lot of people ain't gonna go for that, and there'll be some real fighting. So, that's where I stand with that. Oh, lastly, did you get a chance to check out that video with Nicole Hannah-Jones and Chris Wallace?
I have not. No, I did not, but I will though.
Just go look at it. She really took
let
him
him have
to
it.
task.
I want to see it. Yep.
Yeah, she took him to task on the greatest generation and how that's a fallacy.
Oh, okay.
And oh yeah, oh yeah, she wasn't having it, but she had him. It was a good spar. It was a good spar because he tried to push back a little bit, but she held her ground. It was a good verbal spar. So, I'm on vacation. Yeah, I might drop you a line tomorrow, Nate. But
right.
Take care and have a nice day, brother.
You too, man. Thanks for the flows. Appreciate it.
Okay.
All great flows this morning for everybody. I appreciate it. Let me move on. I got one more topic for you before I roll out of here on a Monday, and I want to talk about Will and Jada. And people just will not let this story die. And I think that I like to talk about these stories in as much as it's useful or I can pull something out that we can learn from or that might have an impact in a lot of people's lives. But I saw this video now that surfaced from a conversation on a Red Table Talk where Jada said that she didn't really want to get married. And so it seems like there's this narrative that's being built out there that somehow Jada is a bad wife and Will is a simp and he should leave her. And I don't know their relationship like that. I don't know it at all. But there's a lot of people that get married and regret it. If they're being honest. There's a lot of people that get married, they get into it, they see what it is, and they're like, shit, I ain't have to do this. I could have just stayed single. And I don't think that's a reflection on how she feels about him more than how she feels about herself. But I can see this narrative, like there's parts of the internet that love to create this narrative that she's a terrible wife. And I don't know if that's true or not. Even the stuff with August Alsina's, I understand that was something they agreed to. That's not a reflection on her being terrible. Oh, she keep embarrassing Will. August Alsina and his weak ass put that out there. And they just felt like, you know what? We just gonna respond and tell the truth about it. That wasn't Jada. Her hand was forced. So it's like people are really, really invested in trying to make it seem like she's some kind of bad wife. I don't know. I have no idea. I seen a video of them arguing about whether they should even make a video together. And then people were posting things like, she is too much. I don't know. I have no idea. But based upon what we've seen so far, I just don't have enough information to say that. It's really, really hard to look at somebody's marriage from the outside looking in, especially a long-term marriage from the outside in, and to know what's really going on. And to really have any idea as to the nuances of their relationship. It's unfair to them. You can't do that. You can't put your face up against the window of somebody's marriage, observe for a short while, and then think you know what's going on. You just can't do it. So I don't know what's going on. I wish them the best. Yesterday, if you missed it, check out Edna Howe, Straight Talk Live. The video's up right now. She also has a Facebook page. Just do a search for Straight Talk Live with Edna Howe Parrish. And she asked, I thought was a very provocative question. She asked, can Will Smith recover from this? Because he got a 10-year ban. He can't go to any more Oscar awards or anything like that. And the answer is yeah. And Will ain't kill nobody. He ain't raped nobody. It don't look like he's looking at any criminal charges. He's an entertainer that lost his cool. That's it. All he has to do is keep his head low and keep on making hot stuff. Keep on delivering Oscar-worthy appearances, right? And the audience will accept it. That's how it works. Keep people dancing, keep people laughing, keep people entertained. They don't care about the rest of it. I guarantee you. Will's going to come out. He'll have his moment where he sits down with Chris Rock. They'll probably do like a Red Table Talk together. They'll talk about both of their sides. He'll announce that he's got to go to some kind of anger management. You got to do that for the white folks. Black folks are very forgiving people across the board. I mean, hell, some black folks are willing to forgive colonizers. So black folks will forgive. We've already forgiven Will. It's the whites. They might be holding on to it. So that's just how I look at it. But what do you think? 513-873-7134. Yeah, it was August Alsina. Yeah, for sure. And then the way everybody reacted to it, like, I don't know. Tiffany writes, he'll recover. Everyone is blaming Jada for his actions. I blame Will for his actions. I don't blame Jada. Although they do seem to have a dynamic that is interesting, but it only seems that way. I'm not there. But people are posting these videos of every little thing she say on the Red Table Talk, and they posting it like this is an example of how she's a toxic woman. I don't see it. I don't see it. Vernon writes, black people have moved on. Right. See, black people are going to move on with that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's shocking at all, but we black folks, you know what I'm saying? We already know we got family members. That shit is subject to jump off at any place at any time. Right? That ain't the first time you probably seen something like that. Jericho writes, Lord, marriage is different. You never know their ups and downs and the workings. Right. You never know the ups and downs and the workings. You never know. And so trying to judge it from the outside looking in, or by one or two or three or four examples, you don't really know what's going on. There's a reason they're still together. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I see from Jada is what happens in a lot of people's relationships is they rush into a marriage because they think that's what they're supposed to do. And then they get 40, 50, and they start thinking about themselves for the first time. They start asking themselves, is this what I really, 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 really want? That's really natural when you get into your 40s and your 50s, right? You get comfortable with yourself. You get to a certain level of maturity, and you start really asking yourself, is this what I really, really want? Hold on one second here. Too, and they deal with it in the same and sometimes destructive ways as a man does. So maybe she's going through a midlife crisis. They could both be going through a midlife crisis. You know what I'm saying? And it impacts their relationship in weird and crazy ways. I mean, humans are human. Humans are human. You know what I'm saying? So I'll leave you like that. All right. I'll leave it like that for you. Have an excellent rest of your day, family. Thank you for being here. Remember our motto. It's a Monday. It's a motto Monday. Let's say it together. Winners focus on winning, and losers focus on winners. So stay focused and stay winning, and we'll talk real soon. Until next time, I'm Nate Ivey, and I'm out.
Yeah. Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand. I'm back again.
again like flu season. I broke records while loose leafing. I'm coming down my roof, leaving. Don't give a f, I don't care. Did the for my lonesome. No wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run. All I really want is my share. Get on my God, I might tell them it's nothing. In the discussion, got them feelings, I throw all my pain on percussion. It's disgusting. I hear them bragging about that they did, and it do not move me, not in the least. They ain't been dropping no seeds in the soil, but swear that you almost spotted the feast. I've been on